Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Delgado, and this is my presentation on video games. So, what is video games, you say? It is an electronic game that interacts with a user or two that creates a visual feedback in two or three dimensional, and it will be displayed on a screen, a monitor, or TV set. Video games could be used for more than entertainment. It could be used for research, diagram presentation, and many more. Video games have become very popular across the world and especially in the US. Like according to Entertainment Software Association, 70% of players are 18 and older, 33% are adult women, 60% of Americans play video games on a daily basis. The average age for a player is 34. Since 2017, the video game sales has estimated over 36 billion in the US. Now, this is a brief history of video games. The first video game was created by a physicist named William Higginbotham, who created Tennis for Two, and it became a big influence in the world. Many people were entertained and decided to create their own game. Like in the 70s, the Odyssey was created and became popular. Later on in the 80s, arcade games came in and became very popular with the games like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, racing games, and many more. Now, as we move on, there was the video game crash where the video game stock market went down in the US because of low quality games, over exaggerated fun games, and oversaturated games. Like, for example, E.T. was a poorly made game that players went through difficult levels and could not complete the game. Because of this crash, video game companies and home console companies went into bankruptcy. Later on, there was the video game war, which was between Sega and Nintendo. Sega released their new console named Genesis, and Nintendo released their new console, which was the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. SNES sold more than Genesis and became very popular in the market franchise. Now, as years passed by, video game companies wanted to go advance in technology, so they went into 3D gaming, which changed the whole video game world. Now, these are the consoles that first experienced 3D gaming, which is Saturn from Sega, Super Nintendo 64, PlayStation from Sony, and Xbox from Microsoft. As more consoles came in, turns out online gaming decided to come into the video game world. Now, the system that dominated online gaming is PC because they have first access to gaming to the games, and they have more experience to the online world. As more consoles came into the video game world, they started experiencing more of online gaming and also local play as well. Now we're going to talk about how video games affect society and people in a positive and negative way. Now, the positive outcomes of playing video games is from child development perspective and American psychology, which they say that it will improve cognitive skills and problem solving, which means players or a team can analyze an area and find keys or clues to complete their objective or win a match. The next outcome is that it will improve interactions with groups and teamwork, which means that a player can communicate with another player and they start getting ideas of how they can complete their objective or just win a match. Another positive outcome is it will involve some physical activities like from Pokemon Go. It requires people to go outside and walk and try to catch Pokemons. It also involves a lot of socializing as well. So that's another positive outcome as well. Now, here are the negative outcomes that are from the journals of broadcasting and electronic media and from the bookstores glued to games. One of the outcomes is due to violent video games, it may lead to aggressive behavior, meaning if a player loses a match, they get angry very, very easily and they get very angry to their teammates and blame them for losing the game. A negative outcome is addiction to video games, which is a person could just stay home and play video games all day, all night, don't want to go outside and just want to just play all day and don't want to do anything else. This addiction can affect socializing as well because it will disconnect them from the outside world and they may not want to actually hang out with some friends, socialize with family, and just want to just play video games all day. So this is so I hope all of you enjoy this presentation. This is my works cited. If you have any questions, just please let me know. Thank you for your time.